Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the fire signs, and this will be for the lovely sign of Aries. Aries, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, would love to have you on board. Please keep in mind though, the readings are only general, which means that it might not be your reading this time around, which is fine. You can check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising or ascendant, and or your Venus. Or you could find another reader. I always say I'm not offended. There are some amazing readers here on YouTube. So, we are going to use the Light Seers Tarot for your reading. Alright, let's see where we're going. Alright, okay, so we have the Hanged Man, or the Hanging Man as it's called in this deck. So the Hanged Man is a card that talks about seeing things from a new perspective or a different perspective. You know, sometimes we are so wound up in our own ideas or the way we see things that it's very difficult for us to see somebody else's point of view. But as you remain more open-minded, more accepting of how other people see things, and it's really can be quite a challenge sometimes, but as you start to understand it's okay for other people to have their points of view and you have your points of view, and it doesn't really matter whether they are the same, you can allow the other person to have their point of view without it affecting the way you see things. You don't have to change the way someone else sees it. However, sometimes somebody can pose something to us or show us something or open our minds to something that completely changes the way we see our world. Now, sometimes this can come as some sort of epiphany or wake-up call where all of a sudden you look at your world and you think, I'd never seen it that way before. And then we go into this Hanged Man energy, and the Hanged Man energy takes us into this enlightenment energy. So for many of you, you would already experience this somewhere along the way, where somebody's said something or done something, or you've received a message, or you've been out and about and something's happened, and all of a sudden your world shifts and you think, I've just never seen it that way before. And all of a sudden your whole world takes on a different meaning, because you're being able to see something from someone else's perspective that may change your perspective. And this is what the Hanged Man does. It takes us into that energy of understanding that possibly the way we've been seeing things for a really long time is not how it is. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming through here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's possible that somebody is going to change your way of seeing things. This can also, for me, represent a mother figure. So it could be somebody challenging something for you that's helping you to see things in a very different way. And then we have the Ten of Cups coming through, which sort of takes me, on this journey. 8 of Cups, walking away from something, now understanding your intuition. Okay, 9 of Swords, King of Cups. Very interesting energy here. So for some of you, this is something to do with a significant other, a significant person in your life. All right. Somebody has changed your point of view on something. So say, for example, you're in a relationship, you can't get the relationship work, you decide to go for counselling. The counsellor may challenge you on a view which can change the whole way you look at your relationship. We get these little epiphany moments all the time, but it's up to us whether we choose to listen or we decide that it isn't going to suit us. There is something here that somebody is showing you with this Queen of Cups, and it's around having a 10 of Cups. So it's around you having complete satisfaction in your life. This is the ultimate satisfaction. But in order to create this, you've got to walk away from an old way of doing things and trust your intuition. This may be really difficult for you, especially if you've been in this energy for a long time. But I feel like it's leading you to someone here who is a significant other. So, for example, say your idea is that you're never going to meet anybody shopping in the local grocery store. People have told me that they've met their partners under the most strangest of circumstances, and I think these are the circumstances we look at and we go, that's just not possible. So our mindset might be, we're never going to meet anybody in the local grocery store. And then something happens where you actually have that experience, and all of a sudden your mindset changes. Now, this is only a brief one. I mean, you might meet somebody in the local grocery store, who knows? But this is just to give you an idea of what's going on here. So I feel like you may have an experience. Say you go into the grocery store, you bump into someone, you get talking, you realize you have something going on, they ask you out on a date. Number one, your whole way of thinking changes because you never thought you'd meet somebody that way. I feel like whoever's changing the way you see things, whoever's giving you a different outlook, whoever you're meeting here is going to change the way you see life. They're going to show you that anything is possible here. All right, let's see where we're going. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands card coming out. The Queen of Wands is the card of fire. She's the feminine aspect of fire. This is a person who is very, very confident, very comfortable in her own skin, has very healthy self-esteem. She is a person that loves from the inside, and it shows on the outside. So people will find her attractive, confident, self-assured, and she will be immediately accepted and liked. This is the energy you're in here. So are you going to the grocery shop feeling this way? That's what I want to ask. All right, let's have a look. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands. There's definitely communication here from somebody who sees eye to eye with you. All right, and we have the Sun coming through, which says to me, whatever this is, it's going to bring you a great deal of joy and happiness. Now, you could be a fire sign dealing with an earth sign, but the King and Queen of Cups here tells me you're dealing with someone who's very closely aligned with your world and the way you think. So maybe you're going to the local grocery store and this person has the same things in their trolley as you do, and that might be what starts you off talking. Because this person is they're very well aligned with you, and I feel like you feel that straight away. It's not so much an instant attraction as it is feeling like you've met someone who really gets where you're coming from in life. You know, that time you sort of feel like you've come home to something. All right, so we have the Chariot coming through here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Somebody is offering you a new way forward here. You're being given an opportunity here for something very, very beautiful, something you thought may only be a dream to you. So maybe your thinking with that Hanged Man was that you were never going to find someone who was going to understand you or like you as a person. Because the Seven of Cups tells me for some reason you've been trapped in some sort of illusion, some way of thinking that does not serve you here. So it's sort of like you've been in a way of thinking for such a long time, you thought that was your reality. Something here is changing though. You could have a Leo here. We do have the Temperance card coming up. I've seen her quite a lot today. You may have got quite dissatisfied with your life, you know. I sort of look here and I think maybe that's why you're in the Hanged Man mode. Maybe you'd always felt that you weren't going to find the right person for you. Maybe you always thought that the person that you wanted to be with or the person you envisaged for yourself was not possible, was not real. And I feel like here that you are choosing someone that really does align with your soul. Whoever this person is you're meeting, they're changing your whole, let's have a look at this. They're changing the way you see your world. This is this person you're meeting doing this. They're changing the way you've always seen your world. Maybe you've seen your world in a certain way and you've created this reality of what the world looks like, and you've become so entrenched in that reality that you haven't been able to see beyond what's possible here. I feel like whoever this person is for you is really opening you up. This is someone who has a very good intuition, is very nurturing and very kind. Maybe you didn't think you would meet this person. I feel like they're bringing you the 10 of Cups here. I feel this 8 of Cups is walking away from something and going towards this more intuitive energy. Maybe you're being shown something that is allowing you to leave the anxiety of the past behind. Because I feel like this person is so enlightened and so in tune with you, and you never felt you were going to meet this person. You never thought you were going to meet them, and they are going to change everything. The world, the way you see your world, the way your world sees you, it's all changing here. It's really beautiful energy, actually. Very beautiful energy. Because we do feel like that sometimes, don't we? We do feel that we aren't going to meet the person that really aligns with who we are, especially if we've had a string of people who haven't been right for us. And it just reinforces the fact that people are out there who are aligned with you, who do think the same way. If you meet somebody in a grocery store now, you have to let me know. Because I feel like I've told someone's story on here. And I have heard the most amazing things as a reader over the years. The most amazing things about how people meet. The most impossible ways. And I think, I had a person once and I said to them, are you going on holidays? And they said, yes, I'm off to so-and-so this year. And I said, great, I feel like you're meeting someone on holidays. I see someone coming through for you that is just perfect for you. And you're going to fall madly in love with this person. Feel like you're going to meet them on holidays. And about, I don't know, a few months later, this person called me up and she said, do you remember me? You told me I was going to meet someone on my holidays. I was going to fall in love. And I was like, yeah, did you meet them on holidays? And she said, no, I'm dating my travel agent. I always love that one. Because I feel like the universe just has a way of doing things, and it might not be exactly what you expect, but you're going to find your 10 of Cups that way. All right, so the universe saying here that at the moment things are hidden from view. Maybe you're not quite ready to meet this person here. Maybe they are coming through, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I do have the 9 of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So the person you're meeting is very, very ready for you too. I feel like you've both had experiences in the past that have led you to where you are now. Both of you seeking someone here that you feel really comfortable and aligned with. And I feel like here, this is your person. And I also feel that you're going to know very, very quickly that this is the right person for you. Whoever this person is, we have an unfinished symphony here. Whoever this person is for you, you are completely aligned with here. All right, card 10. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, and the need to make amends. So for some of you, this may be somebody you already know. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. But maybe here, for you, this is about you learning how to pick somebody who's right for you. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that symphony can finally end on a high note. So I feel like this is more with the unfinished symphony, that you're learning something yourself. Maybe you've been trapped, like I said, in some sort of way of or reality of what you think your world could be. Maybe you felt that you couldn't meet a person who was really aligned with your values and ethics. Maybe you are a very psychic person. Maybe you're very loving and intuitive. And I feel like this person is coming through and they're reflecting back to you this energy, especially with the Temperance card. But I do feel really strongly with that Hanged Man that this person is going to challenge your view because of that. Because all of a sudden, you're seeing exactly what you need to see. And maybe your world looked a whole lot different before that. because I feel you being quite exhilarated and quite excited by the fact that you've met someone who's very similar to you, or aligns with you more so. All right, I'll leave you with that, Aries. Thank you.